long before shining armor, before the castles of kings, before roads carved across Europe. There was a world colder, darker, and far more ancient. In the far north of Europe, where the forest stretched endlessly and winter lingered longer than hope, there lived a people shaped by the wind, the snow, and the struggle to survive. They were not yet legends. They were simply human beings, forged into warriors by the land itself. These people would one day be remembered by a single powerful name, the Teutons. Imagine now the forests of northern Europe, tall pines whispering in the wind, snow resting softly upon branches, thin trails of smoke rising from wooden longhouses. Inside them, families huddle around firelight. Sparks float gently upward. Children listen to elders speak of spirits, of ancestors, of strength, and of courage. Men sharpen spears made of ash and iron. Women sew fur cloaks from the hides of animals hunted in the deep woods. Life is hard. Food is never guaranteed. Every day is work. Every season is struggle. But together they endure. Together they survive. And in surviving, they become strong. They believe the world is alive with power. Every tree holds memory. Every river carries destiny. Every storm speaks of fate. They honor gods of sky and thunder and earth. They live without the comforts Rome will one day boast about. No marble, no mosaics, no theaters. But in their hearts burns something Rome fears, the spirit that refuses to kneel. Time passes. Seasons turn. Winters grow colder. Crops fail. Hunger spreads like a whisper through the tribe. Hard choices must be made. Elders gather around a great fire. Warriors stand silent, waiting. The decision is spoken softly, but it changes history forever. The Teutons will leave their homeland. They will journey south. They will find new land. They will find a future for their children. And so it begins the migration of hope, desperation, and unbreakable will. Now imagine the long line of travelers stretching across a rugged European landscape. Wagons creak and rumble. Horses snort and steam in the cold air. Children cling to their mothers. Warriors walk at the edges, eyes sharp, hands never far from weapons. They move through mountains and forests and slow-moving rivers. They face storms, strange lands, new people. To some they are welcomed. To others they are feared. To many they are a threat. Far to the south, Rome hears rumors. Rome hears of warriors with wild hair, fierce eyes, and terrifying strength. Rome laughs at first. Rome believes itself invincible. Rome has defeated kings, conquered nations, shaped empires. But Rome does not yet understand the Teutons. Rome does not yet know what is coming. As the Teutons travel, tension grows. They cross into lands Rome considers its own. Negotiations are attempted. Words are spoken. Promises are made, and then broken. Rome underestimates them. Rome provokes. Rome pushes. And the Teutons do what they always do when threatened. They stand their ground. Now imagine a battlefield. Open plains beneath a gray sky. The ground trembling under thousands of marching feet. On one side, the Roman legions stand in perfect formation. Shields locked. Standards raised. Armor gleaming in the dim light. Discipline, order, the pride of an empire. On the other side stand warriors of the Teutons. Cloaks of fur. Faces scarred by wind and war. Eyes burning with something Rome cannot quite understand. Not just anger. Not just defiance. Something deeper. Something older. A refusal to bow. The wind howls. The world holds its breath. Then it begins. The clash is like thunder. Shields shatter. Swords ring. Spears pierce. Dust fills the air. Battle cries mix with pain and fear and fury. The Romans, so used to control, begin to break. The Teutons do not stop. They push forward like a storm unleashed. And soon, Rome experiences something it is not used to feeling: fear. The Great Battle of Arezzo becomes one of the worst disasters Rome has ever known. Thousands fall. Legions crumble. Panic spreads through the empire like wildfire. For a brief moment in history, the future of Rome trembles because of a people once dismissed as barbarians. But fate is complex. Power is fragile. Triumph never lasts forever. Over time, Rome reforms. Rome adapts. Rome returns stronger. Battles continue. More blood is spilled. The Teutons fight with everything they have, but the world is changing. Slowly, painfully, their strength is worn down. Defeat follows. Many are killed, others absorbed into neighboring tribes. Some vanish into history, their name drifting like smoke into memory. And yet, their story does not end. For even in defeat, they shape the future. Their spirit lives on in later Germanic tribes. Their courage echoes through the Goths, through the Vandals, through every people who will one day challenge Rome and carve new kingdoms from its remains. Their legacy is not carved in marble. It is carved in the story of Europe itself. Now the noise of war fades. The clash of metal fades. The shouting fades. The wind settles. The battlefield falls quiet. Imagine a silent dawn drifting across fields where history once roared. Broken shields rest in the grass. Footprints slowly disappear beneath falling rain. The world moves forward because it must. Tonight, as you rest, you have walked alongside a forgotten people. You have felt their struggle. You have seen their courage. You have witnessed their rise and their fall. But most of all, you have remembered them. And remembering is a kind of immortality. So breathe slowly. Let your body relax. Let your thoughts soften like mist over an ancient forest. The Teutons are gone from this world, but for a little while. They lived again in your imagination, in your dreams, in the quiet place between waking and sleep. Rest now. Drift gently. Let history whisper you to sleep. Dust and glory fades into silence, and time itself grows still.